Hi Fixer family, it's Charmin, and I am so glad that you guys decided to join me today. And if this is the first time to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Consider sticking around and becoming a part of the Fixer family by hitting that subscribe button right down here and the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload new videos. Now I upload new videos every Friday, and I throw in some bonus videos in there from time to time. And speaking of bonus videos, go ahead and mark your calendars for December the 1st through December the 12th, because I'm going to be bringing you 12 days of a rustic Christmas. And I am so excited for the projects that I have for you. Also, on October 30th, I am going to be joining my dear sweet friend Heidi Somble from Heidi Somble DIY in her Friend Friday Hop, and I'm going to be joining a few other ladies as well in this to bring you some awesome Christmas inspiration. We are so excited to be kicking off for the Christmas season to give you an opportunity to go ahead and begin to gather your things and decorate your beautiful homes on a budget. So now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's project. I have a beautiful fall door hanger for you made with some really awesome Dollar Tree items. Welcome to Fixin' To. Well, the first thing that we're going to do is to take our pie pan and using an alcohol swab or a cotton ball with alcohol on it, anything like that, to be able to clean the surface of this pie pan, pizza pie pan. We want to make sure that our paint adheres to it. Now, of course, we're using chalk paint, and it usually adheres really well, but I just wanted to definitely make sure. Now, I started out using the chalk paint from the Dollar Tree, and guys, just in my personal opinion, I did not like the results of it. You can see, of course, this is the first coat, and I did wind up putting 3 total coats of chalk paint on here, but I just was not happy with the way that it was streaking on here even after it dried. So I wound up using my Waverly chalk paint to do the other 2 coats. Now, while I was waiting for it to dry, I wanted to paint the thankful sign out of those little galvanized trio sets that you can get also from the Dollar Tree. And this too, I used 3 total coats of the white chalk paint. And of course, while we're waiting to dry, I took my pick that I got here from Walmart, and I just began to cut it apart. Now, I love to use individual pieces, and so I typically will cut my picks apart like this and then kind of create your own little swag with it, and that's what I did. I put those aside for now. Now, after our pizza pan dried with the 3 coats, I took a piece of burlap ribbon and put it across the bottom third of this pan. And using my hot glue gun and a little skewer here, because of course burlap is very porous, I just put some down, and using the skewer just began to press it into it, and it held really well. I was real surprised myself, because I know that sometimes hot glue will kind of come off of this metal kind of stuff, but it really held well, and it definitely did great on the door. So I did that and pulled it really super tight so that it was good and secure on them, finding all those places. And then I took my thankful sign and putting some hot glue on the back of it, and it bleeding through the burlap, you can see that it definitely wound up sticking to the pan, the pie pan as well. So after I did that, I took my fall foliage here and created a little swag. And guys, this of course, making it your own, as I always say, to put in together what you think looks well, looks good and all of that fun stuff. And once I got it together, I took a piece of wire and secured it together really, really tight. And then took some hot glue, and after I spread the leaves and all of that, the foliage around to where I wanted it, took my hot glue and glued it all down really well. Now this bow here, you're going to need 3 20-inch pieces of ribbon, 1 15-inch, and 1 10-inch. And taking one of the 20-inch pieces, you're going to overlap it, kind of making a circle, and pulling it to find your center points. And once you have found the center, then you're just going to take it and kind of gather it together. And I kind of use a folding method where you fold up in the middle and down on each side, fluffing it out a little bit, and then I pulled the 2 loops together to make sure that I had the center. And I'm just going to take another piece of my wire and secure that together with this wire by just wrapping it around there and twisting it, really tight so that it doesn't come apart. Now we are going to make 2 more exactly like this. Now once you get the second one made, you're going to take and put them side by side, the first one and the second one, and then cutting off the excess wire. You'll then of course make your third one, and then with this and the extra wire that you have put on it, you're going to take this one and put it right on top to kind of fall in between the bottom 2, leaving your extra wire there because we're going to be using it as well. Now we're going to take our 15-inch piece of ribbon, and we're going to take it and fold it in half at the cut ends, of course, and we're going to create our dovetails to start with. And then once you get your dovetails created, then you're going to, of course, find your center. And I like to take it, because it's the wired ribbon, kind of make a little crease in the wire so you know exactly where the center of it is. And we're just going to kind of pinch it together, and then we're going to attach it to the back of our ribbon for our little tails using that piece of extra wire that we left. And you're still going to leave that wire because we're going to use it one more time to create the last part of this bow. Now with our small 10-inch piece, once we get this secure, we're going to take our 10-inch piece and we're going to loop it together, kind of overlapping it about 1.5 to 2 inches, and then just gathering it right there where we put it together. We're going to take it and gather it together there, leaving the loop at the top. Once you get that loop created, you're going to attach it by bringing the wire that we had left over around to the front, and then attaching that loop to the top of your bow. And once you get this done, guys, this turns out to be the cutest bow that I have done in a long time. I really love this technique. Once we get that made, then we're going to take and put a nice big dollop of hot glue there right at the top to place our bow in the center, holding it down until it fully sets, and you've got your bow on your hanger. So now we need something to hang it with, and I'm just using a piece of this nautical rope, and it's probably around 12 inches or so long. We're going to flip over our hanger here, and we're going to just attach it to the back. Again, using our trusty hot glue gun, and I'm using quite a bit of hot glue to make sure that this stays on there and doesn't come off. And again, using my little skewer here to make sure I don't burn myself. We want to make sure that it stays on there. And guys, I think that this door hanger turned out so stinking cute. Well, Fixer family, as you know, I love the traditional colors of fall. Let me know down in the comment section below, what colors do you like to decorate with for fall? Is it the traditional colors, or do you use something different? I would love to hear from you. And always remember to keep looking up, because that's where it all is. I'll see you on the next video.